welcome back to my channel. So today is Monday. Of course, it's my self-care day. I don't do anything on Mondays, but today I thought it would be really cool, like on Mondays, to do like a tea time and kind of help y'all out with your specific infertility situations and what herbs to use. So I have my little tea. I am drinking dandelion and nettle. I don't know why I didn't start drinking this from the beginning, but this actually helps with my nausea. And when I went to Miami, I learned that my iron level was at a 7. It should be like at 11.5 or 11 or something like that. So they gave me pills, and I had to drink orange juice or lemonade for my body to be able to absorb the iron. Well, nettle is the #1 source of iron, and it has vitamin A, B, C, K, all that whatever nutrients in it to help your body. It's acidic so that your body will be able to absorb it. So nettle and dandelion. Dandelion is this #2 source of iron. So when I drink this, I instantly feel better. So I'm going to be sipping on my teas, what I call tea time. This is actually from yesterday. So I'm just finished this off yesterday. I try to drink 3 cups a day, or I have like this huge mason jar that I'll just sip throughout the day. But this is left over from yesterday. I'm just going to drink this while my other one is sitting there steeping. I always let it steep for like an hour or two until it gets to room temperature, and then I'll just drink it. I don't put any sweetener in this. Doesn't need sweetening. It just tastes like unsweetened tea, so I'm fine with that. But so a lot of you always send me like your stories on Instagram about your infertility and what you're going through trying to get pregnant and things of that sort. So I've decided to share those stories on my YouTube page. I'm not going to share any names. If when I read the message, I'm sure you'll know if it pertains to you or not. And I'm just going to tell you what herbs you can use that'll help you with your specific information. So I'm going to do this every Monday. So if you have any infertility stories and you want to know what herbs you can use, let me know. I'll help you out. Okay, so if you're interested in this video, let me know. Leave a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, support your girl. Okay, so let's find a message, a story. I have a tons of messages, and I kind of think like this will be, it's a good idea to share it on here because I can't message back right away. Okay, so here's one. I'm gonna try to find at least maybe 2 or 3 that I can read, okay? So here's one. It says, "Hello, Queen. Just want to say thank you. You are amazing and share my experience with you. I have been trying to conceive for about 2 years now, and I finally hit 30. So I went to the OBGYN and let them know that it's just not happening for me. I have a son, so I believe that I could get pregnant, just did not know the cause as to why me and my husband were not conceiving. So they started the process about 2 weeks ago. My husband did a semen analysis. I had blood drawn. So Monday I took my HSG test, and the first time I went to the doctors, they told me it looks like my tubes were blocked. So I immediately began to cry and get upset. I went on YouTube and found your video, and it's so inspiring. So I went to work, and hours later they called me and asked me to come back because they were not convinced that my tubes were blocked. They needed a better picture. I got in my car, and on my way I just prayed to God. I go back, and turns out my right side is fine. It's just my left side is blocked. So you only have one tube open. You definitely get pregnant with one tube. So both my tubes were blocked. I don't know where the blockage was. The doctor told me. I think I kind of just blacked out at that point and didn't really pay attention. I just heard blocked tubes and completely just was devastated. But one of your tubes are open. So the number 1 thing I suggest is cater to that tube that is open. And also you can massage your tube that is blocked. You can use the castor oil packs, or you can just take pure castor oil, heat it up in the microwave, not too hot, and have your husband massage that tube. I had my husband do that to me all the time, not because it felt good as well, but you know, it helps to remove the scar tissue and get blood flowing through that tube so that it can push that blockage to be open a little bit. Also, you can start on the Chinese teas for your blocked tube, but it's going to be a little hard trying to work on your blocked tube and trying to work to get pregnant, so to speak, because you don't want those teas to interfere with each other if you're trying to conceive. So if you're going to try to work and just get that one tube unblocked, don't try to conceive. Just try to get the tube unblocked. Or if you just want to use your tube that is open, work on the tube that's open and take the herbs that is needed to make you hyperovulate. Do hyperovulation, which makes you ovulate twice. Some herbs that'll make you ovulate twice is cassava root and the cloves. Here is the cloves. This brand is Hewins Organic, and they're whole cloves. And can you see it? Is it focusing? And how you use these cloves is you basically take 2 cups of water, maybe 1 or 2 spoons of cloves. You put it in a mason jar with the water, let it sit overnight, and you drink it on an empty stomach in the morning. You do this before ovulation, every day before ovulation. Once you start ovulating, you have to stop the cloves. With cassava root, you can take it at any time of your cycle, but of course I would start taking it before you ovulate. Cassava root, I don't think you have to take on an empty stomach. I'm not sure. But using cloves and cassava root makes you ovulate more than once. Another few herbs that will cause you to ovulate is black cohosh. I used to use black cohosh, but then I stopped because I didn't have a problem with ovulation. Also, chassis tree or vitex does cause you to ovulate, but the 2 herbs that I know for sure that causes hyperovulation, makes you ovulate twice, is the cloves and cassava root. So if you want to work on just that one tube, take these herbs along with, of course, every herb. The one herb that you should take no matter what the situation is nettle, and also dandelion or burdock. So definitely you are able to get pregnant with that one too. You just need to make yourself ovulate. But if you want to work on just getting that one tube open, have your husband, you know, massage your tubes where your tubes are, continue to do castor oil packs, and you can do the Chinese teas. But I wouldn't suggest you try to conceive that month. If you just have to decide which you want to focus on more, if that makes any sense. I hope that was helpful. So I'm gonna go on to the next story. Let's find something else. Okay, so I found another one. It says, "Hey Rashida, thank you for sharing your journey with the world. My story is I have 5 kids. I just got married a year ago and found out my tubes are blocked. I prayed and prayed, and one day you came on my feed on YouTube. I've been following you ever since. I just purchased my tea for blocked tubes. Super excited and super excited for you. Praise God, amen. I will be sharing my information when I receive my tea, but my question is, do I stop drinking the Chinese tea? My husband is taking me today to get the air fryer, and I will be starting this new eating journey as well. I just thank God for you and praise him for having you in this world to give back to women that are having milestone of having a baby." Oh, thanks. Well, you got the tea, but I'll just share, if you have blocked tubes, the herbs that you need to be using is chamomile, dong quai. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I want to say dong quai. Dong quai, dong quai is D-O-N-G, and the next word is Q-U-A-I. That herb is really good for blocked tubes. Red clover you need to be using because red clover is a blood cleanser. Nettle, of course. Nettle has all types of damn vitamins in it, and any tea that you drink should have nettle in it. Okay, that's just anything that I mentioned. You need to mix it with nettle. Seriously. Red raspberry leaf, of course, because it'll, you know, strengthen your uterus. So when you do get to the point of your tubes being blocked, you don't have to what happened to me going through the issue of holding on to a pregnancy. So after I got my tubes unblocked, then I had a problem with keeping a pregnancy, you know, viable or whatever. So I started drinking red raspberry leaf to strengthen my uterus. Still pregnant. Chamomile, dong quai, dong quai, whatever it is, nettle, red clover, red raspberry, and another blood cleanser. I would definitely say dandelion or burdock. or you can just use dandelion and burdock. But I just love dandelion. Dandelion and burdock. Well, dandelion and nettle together are my favorite. So those are some of the other things you could take. Eat lots of ginger. And I've heard turmeric. I don't know how to incorporate turmeric in a tea, or maybe you could just incorporate it in your foods, because turmeric is a spice, right? So you can incorporate turmeric in your foods. Another one, of course, you need to do your tubal massage your tubes. Vaginal steaming, you need to do Yoni steams. That really helps. A lot of people take Yoni steam for a joke. Yoni steams work. I Yoni steamed every day. Well, no, maybe every other day the month I conceived. Sorry, y'all. My phone went dead. My camera went dead. Sorry. But yeah, I think I mentioned it. Oh yeah, well, vaginal steaming is the month I conceived. I vaginal steam every other day with my herbs. And don't throw your herbs away. You can keep them because you can always put them in your bath water. Because of course your skin is the largest organ on your body and it absorbs everything. You can reboil your herbs on the stove, put it in a pot, boil herbs, let them steep for like maybe 30 minutes as you run your bath water. Dump them in your bath water and just soak. Turn the lights off, light a candle, do some meditation, connect with your womb, do whatever it is you need to do to conceive this baby. And after I finish with my herbs, I always collect them. My kids think I'm crazy, but if I leave them in here too long, they'll collect gnats. I didn't know herbs attract gnats, and I came in my kitchen one day and was like, what the hell? I had a whole shitload of gnats in my kitchen, so I must be letting the herbs sit too long. But once I completely finish with my herbs, I do go out and I return them back to earth. That's where I got them from. I'm going to give them back. So it's a bunch of little plants and stuff growing out there now that I throw the herbs outside. I always throw them mixed, so I don't know what's growing, you know, but I give them back to earth and I can see the little plants growing and stuff. It's so neat, but I just feel like it's good luck. That's what you're supposed to do. Earth gave something to you, give it back. So I just don't throw them away. Well, sometimes I do forget, but I try my best to give the herbs back to earth. I'm gonna read one more. You always talk about blocked tubes. I want to do something with PCOS. Well, PCOS, you just really take the herbs that I mentioned in the first story. Use those herbs because it makes you ovulate. And people with PCOS don't ovulate on their own. So clove, cassava, all that stuff makes you ovulate. It makes your body ovulate. And taking dairy and meat out of your diet, I don't know how much I can stress this enough, but it's very important that y'all really take meat and dairy out of your diet. Let me explain something. I'm not vegan. I love meat. I love pig feet. I love chitlins. I'm from the country. No, I'm not. But I'm down south and I love soul food. I'm not vegan, but I wanted a baby. So I made myself become a vegan for a couple of months to be able to conceive my baby. And it worked. If you're giving your body, if you're taking these herbs and you're still feeding yourself flesh and dairy, was not supposed to go in your body anyway, these herbs are fighting a losing battle. So you need to be eating your foods that are high in alkaline. I'm telling you, y'all can get pregnant. You just have to trust your body. I know it's so much easier said than done, but you can't stress. Like, I know everything that I did the month I conceived, and I'm actually gonna, I'll probably do a separate video, and everything played a part in it. Like, I did not stress. I even forgot to take my OPK, and for some reason one day I just took it and it was like blazing positive, more positive than it ever been. Like, the control line was completely lighter than the test line. And you know, I made it fun with me and my husband. My husband didn't know I was ovulating, because usually I'll tell him like, hey babe, I'm ovulating, come on, let's do the business. Because it became more of a job than to have fun, you know, being intimate with your partner. So we made it more of a job than to make it fun. But this time I didn't tell him. I just randomly took the test. I knew it was close to me starting to ovulate because I ovulate around the same time. So I just made it fun. We had fun, you know. He just thought, he was like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, you ain't never, you know. So, because I'm not a sexual person, I'm not even gonna lie. So he was excited, and like when we think of it as a job, it's just like, oh my God, please hurry up. But listen, it was so less stressful, and I think we only baby danced twice in that cycle. The day I got that positive, and the day I got the positive, and then the next day I think I ovulated, and then we baby danced the following day after ovulation, and he had no clue what the hell was going on. I just made it fun and tried to be romantic. He didn't know I had a positive ovulation test. It had gotten so bad, y'all. My husband downloaded my period tracker on his phone so that he can see when I ovulated, and I just deleted it because I'm like, this is just too much. Like, we're forcing it, and we have to just have fun. And I hear people tell me that all the time. When my mother-in-law, she's like, listen, y'all, it's gonna happen when you least expect it. And I did not expect it to happen that month. I just had OPKs laying around. Usually I'm stocked with OPKs and crazy shit, you know, but I had an OPK. I was like, dang, this thing kind of dark to be, you know, for me to be 8 DPO. And I went out and I got a damn pregnancy test, and I was shocked as hell. Y'all didn't really get to see my reaction on that video because I looked at a mess. I was too embarrassed to actually post a real video, but I had recorded and I was like, what the hell. I'm just gonna make some extra content, and I was completely freaking shocked because at first I never thought I could get a positive until about 11 DPO. I was 8 DPO when I got my positive. I was completely shocked. I was not expecting to get pregnant that cycle. Actually, I was planning to, you know, really try when we went to Miami for our anniversary. I wasn't expecting it. I was completely stress free that cycle. I took a lot of long baths that cycle. I did a lot of meditating, grounding myself. If you don't know, I'm not very spiritual, but I'm trying to get back into that spiritual realm. I go outside in the morning and I walk barefoot to ground myself with the earth, like, and it feels so relaxing because I'm always tense, and I always have to tell my husband to, like, please squeeze right, and he'll squeeze the life out of my shoulder, and that's how tense I am, and I don't feel it. I'm like, he was like, damn, you don't feel this? My hand hurt. I'm like, nah, I need you to squeeze tighter. But relax. I do a lot of sleep meditations because I'm knocked out, especially if I had a stressful day. I would put my headphones on and I'll find a sleep meditation on YouTube, put my headphones, and it's guided, and it'll just it'll show you how to just release all the tension from your body and just lay there, and before you know it, you're knocked out. And once you get into your deep sleep, your headphones are still playing, so they're still playing affirmations, and your subconscious mind is digesting those affirmations. And I used to do baby affirmations, connecting with my womb. No, I don't know if it helped, but I felt better. I felt a lot less stressful, and I really felt like all that played a part. I steamed every other day, and when I steamed, I felt so much better. My yoni was tighter, my yoni was wetter, and my husband fucking loved it. TMI. But I used to do the yoni pearls. I stopped because I have a habit of, I used to pick at it. Not the discharge, but what do they call it? When you purge, I used to try to pull it out, and it just causes me to, I didn't want to mess anything up. So I stopped using yoni pearls, and I just steamed every other day and maybe every 2 days. And once I hit that place to where I stopped steaming around ovulation. You know, I just let my body relax after that. You know, I didn't steam anymore. I was fine. And again, I was drinking my teas 2 to 3 times a day. Every morning I would have my tea. Even on my Instagram, you saw I have my tea and my mango. That was my breakfast. And that was the morning that I post that. That was the morning I found out I was pregnant. I'd eat my mango and I drank my tea. That was my breakfast. Mangoes are very high in alkaline and they are so good. I hated mangoes because my husband loves freaking mangoes. I'm like, how can you eat this crap? And this was on my meat days when I'm like, fry me a pork chop, please. I began to love the vegetables, and I thought about, as I'm eating it, what it's doing to my body and how it's healing it, and I became to love it even more. I did not crave meat. I didn't want meat. The look of meat made me nauseous. Like, that's how much I've meditated and prayed and asked God to remove meat out of my life so that I can conceive my son. You know what I mean? So I did not want meat. When my husband and my kids ate meat, I made a separate dinner for myself. The spaghetti, instead of me making it with meat, I had mushrooms. Mushrooms are very high in alkaline. I don't know how you pronounce it. Quinoa, whatever. Instead of rice, I eat that. Instead of the spaghetti noodles, I had that type of noodles. There was always a different substitute for what my kids ate. Vegan burgers, they love eating burgers. Like, my husband is a Bubba Burger dude. Like, his stomach's starting to look like a damn Bubba Burger. We eat Bubba Burgers all the time. Like, they love freaking Bubba Burgers. But I always have my vegan burgers. I had my very, I mentioned in my 8-week bump date, there was a restaurant, Fox and Fig. Love Fox and Fig vegan burger. I would go there almost for lunch, and it was so bad that people knew what the hell I wanted when they saw my face. They just, hi Rashida, and just gave me my damn meal. I paid for it. Bye. Like, and I never felt full. I never felt sluggish and like miserable after I ate my vegan burger. I felt good. I was like, shit, I can go back and get another one if I want to. But I didn't. But just take meat and dairy out of your diet. Instead of drinking milk, get the almond milk. It tastes just the same. I tricked my kids one day. I'm like, I'm gonna see if they really, you know, realize that they're not gonna be drinking dairy. So I took the milk jug, dumped all the milk out, and I went to go get some almond milk, and I poured all the almond milk, and they was drinking, and I was sitting here looking like, y'all like y'all milk? It's good, ain't it? Yeah, Mom, it's good. Yay, good. That's what your ass is gonna be drinking for now. This damn almond milk. And my daughter has ADD. She was born at 1 pound 8 ounces, so she has to be on the same thing I'm on. But right now it's hard. But before, when I was trying to conceive, I had Amaya, you know, doing the things I do. And I'm going to post it. I'll show y'all the video when I announced to them that I was pregnant. Her speech is not as clear as other 12-year-olds. Amaya is extremely freaking smart. She just does not how to know. She doesn't know how to express it verbally. When she speaks, you're like, all right, now say that again, but like make it a little bit more sense, you know. So she was born at 1 pound 8 ounces. She doesn't have a delay. Maya is extremely smart. The girl can tell you what fucking causes tsunamis. Like, seriously, she just doesn't know how to explain it to you verbally. She knows in her head, she knows how to do it, like, but she can't tell you how to do it. So I have to remind myself and get back in the groove. Now that I'm drinking my tea, I'm feeling a little bit better. Start getting up early to be able to fix her tea before she gets to school, so that she can focus. She can focus and can, you know, be a little bit more verbal, because she's not, I'm not gonna say she's not verbal, she don't like talking to other people. She'll talk to us, but she has a hard time making friends. You know, she has really bad anxiety, so I try to give her herbs that helps with her anxiety, everything. So my daughter and I, especially after he's born, I'm going to make sure we connect a lot more on this vegan level, because I do want to go back and change my lifestyle, because I lost a lot of weight. I've gained my weight back, but going vegan, I felt so much better, so much energized. I wake up early, preppy as hell. My husband looking at me like, you crazy. I'm up early, Y'all want some breakfast? I don't cook breakfast. I don't know how to cook a pot of grits to save my damn life, but I know how to do the instant grit stuff, and I don't know how to fry chicken. Don't judge me. I was up trying to cook breakfast, you know, because they love pancakes and sausage patties, but I would give them the vegan sausage patties. They didn't know the damn difference, but I was cooking it for them, and they didn't know the difference. So you just have to change your diet. If your family is not willing to change with you, you just have to take that moment and realize you're the one that's going to be carrying this baby, and you have to heal your body within before, you know, you're able to carry. So I really hope this video was helpful. I probably rambled on like crazy, and this tea doesn't really taste bad. Like, it don't taste bad at all. It just tastes like unsweetened tea. I love my nettle and my dandelion, and I'm going to drink it every damn day. But I hope this video was helpful, y'all. Send me some more stories on my Instagram, and I'll try my best to help y'all out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye.